Morning everybody, I have just finished worship with Boarders Mission, and I thought I'd tell you how to make my very favourite crispy cake. So you need 170 grams of Rice Krispies into a big bowl. You need a tin about this size and grease it with some butter so that your crispy cake won't stick. Then you need about 5 or 6 Mars bars, and you need to cut them up into little squares like this. So I'm just cutting up one Mars bar, and you put it into your bowl, and you need to add to your Mars bars 170 grams of unsalted butter. So butter like this, or a packet like this. 170 grams need to go into your bowl. So place your butter in with your Mars bars, pop it into your microwave till it's all melted together. Once that's all melted, you need to pour it in to your bowl with your Rice Krispies and give it a really good mix together. I'm just having a quick cup of coffee while our Mars bars and our butter melts together, and then we will be putting it into our bowl with our Rice Krispies to see what it's like. It'll be really sticky. So when it comes out of the microwave, be very careful, or you can do it on the hob, but you stick it in to your Rice Krispies and give it a big stir. Give it a big stir so that you cover all your Rice Krispies with your Mars bar cake. Make sure it's stirred really hard, and you mix it all around the bowl, and you'll hear the Krispies start to crackle as the Mars bars hit your bowl. Make sure you get everything that you need out the bowl into your bigger bowl. And then the big part, I've spilt some of my Krispies on my kitchen bench, so you need to put them into your Krispies and mix them all together, and you'll see that it'll all start coming together really nicely. Now remember, at the beginning we prepared our tin. Well, now what we've got to do is we've got to put all our crispy cake into our tin, and it'll look quite it'll fit quite nicely into your tin. Make sure you get all of your Krispies out of the bowl and press it down really hard. So press it down so that it's quite tight in your tin. Press it down really hard. There we go, it's all pressed down. Make sure that you get every single crispy cake that you can down into your tin so that it looks quite flat. When you're finished, it's quite flat. And then this pops in the fridge for about 20-25 minutes, half an hour if you want. Doesn't really matter, just so that it will set. So stick it into your fridge, and then I'll tell you what the next bit we're going to do, which is the really exciting bit. While your crispy cake is in your fridge, just sort of getting together and making it a bit more solid, you need another bowl like this, and in it you need a large Cadbury's Dairy Milk. This is the exciting bit. And what you do is you put a teaspoonful of oil into your chocolate. Break it up into pieces like this. And again, either on the hob on some water with a pan, or in your microwave, what you do is you melt all your chocolate. Now, if you're feeling very generous, you could put another bar in as well. But today, I'm just using one, trying to watch my waistline. So just one Cadbury's Dairy Milk today. Pop it into your microwave, melt it all, and then we're going to pour it on the top of our crispy cake. So your crispy cake is out of the fridge now and it's set, still a bit gooey on top. So what you need to do is when your chocolate comes out the microwave is pour it onto your crispy cake, get as much chocolate out of the bowl as you possibly can. And because we put a little bit of olive oil in, or cooking oil or something like that, what will happen is the chocolate will be a bit more runny and it's much easier to do. So then just spread it. See this? You just spread it over your crispy cake so that the crispy cake gets as much chocolate as it possibly can. Put it into the corners as well and just spread it all out so that it's all ready to go. Just check that you've got everything out of your bowl. Get as much chocolate because you don't want to leave it in the bowl. You want it on the lovely Mars bar crispy cakes. So make sure you've done that. Oh, this is looking super. We'll be able to add this afternoon with our cup of tea. This is what we will be having here in Hallfields. Don't forget that if you're doing this recipe, make sure that you've got, if you're a littlie, that you've got somebody to help you to do it. But it's really, really easy. And we love it very, very much. So what you're doing is, now when you've got your chocolate back onto your crisp cake, pop it back in the fridge for about an hour or so, and then it'll be ready to eat. And I think you'll find out that this is absolutely delicious. So I want to see, when I come round now the district, I want to see loads of people eating Mars bar crispy cakes. And don't forget, one of the good things about learning to cook is, at the end, before you put your bowl and your spoon into the sink to wash, don't forget to eat the bits of the chocolate that are left. Lovely.
For some of you, it was supposed to be that long, hot summer you'd been waiting for. The one where you could finally switch off your brain because nothing was so important that it needed doing straight away. Perhaps you're supposed to have finished exams and you'd reached that part of life where your heart could be in charge instead of just your brain. But for you and for all of us, all of a sudden life got complicated. And instead of focusing on the future or on the summer, on structure, predictability and exams, we lost our chance to just be. And we can't ignore the place that we find ourselves. It would be really easy to get lost in this moment and to let ourselves sink. But we need to guard our hearts. In the past, our brains have driven our focus and our hearts have been left pining in the background, longing for freedom and fun and games. In education as we've known it to date, your brain has had to focus. It's been told what it has to learn, and you've wrestled with subjects that you're relieved or can't wait to see the back of. The ones that felt like torture. But I wonder what you would consider doing if you had a time machine turn up. What decisions would you make differently? What would you change? What about your time at school or your time in life could you have made more of an opportunity of? And yet now we find ourselves with an opportunity to rewrite history. Not that we'll be able to rewrite the past, though again I wonder what you'd change if you could, but we get a chance to shape the future. I wonder whether our choices will be made by our brains or our hearts, or by our stomachs and our tongues. Our brains are often only capable of looking at the present or the past, of looking at the imminent and formulating plans to cope with what's going on. But our hearts are capable of so much more. Our hearts can look forwards even when our brain is looking backwards. And this is what makes our hearts so important. because the future is what we can shape. We need to find a balance. But this moment is for thinking about your heart. What will that future look like? As we look around us at the world in crisis, we can't put our dreams and hopes on hold. It really isn't an option for us to put our hearts to sleep and to wake them when the world is fixed. What we need is more passion, more life-giving power to fix and to shape what is to come rather than just brains and plans. But how do we wake up our hearts? How do we break the routine of brain being in charge and being told what we're supposed to learn, who we're supposed to be, or what mould we're supposed to fit into? How do we use freedom to grow beyond the past into the future? The first thing to do is to allow yourself to get excited and to dream. What do you want to do? Find a way that works and learn how to do it better. You're guiding yourself into your passions. Don't get bogged down with what you have to do. Learn to do what makes you happy. And part of that is being brave enough to try new things and explore what is coming, to let your heart lead, and your brain will thank you for it. If it's not your heart that's leading, then let your tongue or your stomach lead the way. Don't miss out on dessert and the tasty things of life. There are things we can miss out on if we don't use our freedom well, like dessert. In the Bible, in Proverbs chapter 4, it says this: "Dear friend, listen well to my words, tune your ears to my voice, keep my message in plain view at all times. Concentrate, learn it by heart. Those who discover these words live, really live, body and soul, they're bursting with health. Keep vigilant watch over your heart. That's where life starts. Keep your eyes straight ahead. Ignore all sideshow distractions. Watch your step, and the road will stretch out smooth before you." It's from the Bible, so it's going to be about God. And I think it's this bit that Jesus is referring to when he declares that he has come to bring life, and life in all its fullness. That the fullness of life comes from believing and following him. I think there's something in this to take away for all of us. Your heart is where life starts. It's biologically the key to everything working. Therefore, eat well, exercise, and look after it. It's emotionally where your passions are stirred for people. Love well, share it well, and look after it. It's where we find our contentment and fulfillment, our excitement and passions for who we are and what we do. Discover that fire and passion. Look for your place and use your heart well, and keep that fire alive. I think that's what Jesus calls for. I think we too often get misled into thinking that Christianity and God are about rules and joy kills. But I believe that the truest and purest passions in our hearts, and the things that make us tick and that bring us a sense of life, truly come from God. And that they only become the fullest they can be when they're combined with the love of God and a desire to follow Jesus. So may we guard our hearts, that they may constantly bring life to us and those we meet. That we know love and passion, that we love and live well, that we find fulfillment. May we discover what it is to live life to the full. There's a next thing. We need to be ready for it. We need to be ready with our hearts and our passions and our excitement to serve Jesus and to love other people as we explore the way forwards together. Go get it.
sing. Worthy of all the praise we could ever bring. Worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for you. Jesus, the name above every other name. Jesus, the only one who could ever save. Worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for you. Oh, we live for you. And holy, there is no one like you. There is none beside you. Open up my eyes in wonder. Show me who you are and fill me with your heart and lead me in your love to those around me. Worthy of every song we could ever sing. Worthy of all the praise we could ever bring. Worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for you, everything for you. Jesus, the name above every other name. Jesus, the only one who could ever save. Worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for you, only you. And holy, there is no one like you. There is none beside you. Open up my eyes in wonder. Show me who you are and fill me with your heart and lead me in your love to those around me. Holy, there is no one like you. There is none beside you. Open up my eyes in wonder. Show me who you are and fill me with your heart and lead me in your love to those around me. As I will build my life upon your love, it is a firm foundation. I will put my trust in you alone, and I will not be shaken. I will build my life upon I thought by now they'd fall, but you have never failed me yet. Waiting for change to come, knowing the battle's won. For you have never failed me yet. Your promise still stands. Great is your faithfulness, your faithfulness. I'm still in your hands. This is my confidence. You've never failed me yet. I know the nights won't last. Your word will come to pass. My heart will sing your praise again. Jesus, you're still enough. Keep me within your love. My heart will sing your praise again. Your promise still stands. Great is your faithfulness, your faithfulness. I'm still in your hands. This is my confidence. You've never failed me yet. Your promise still stands. Great is your faithfulness, your faithfulness. I'm still in your hands. This is my confidence. You've never failed me yet. I've seen you move. You move the mountains. I believe I see you do it again. You made a way where there was no way. I believe I see you do it again. You made a way. You move the mountains. I believe you see you do it again. You made a way when there was no way. I believe I see you do it again. Your promise still stands. Great is your faithfulness, your faithfulness. I'm still in your hands. This is my confidence. You've never failed me yet. Your promise still stands. Great is your faithfulness, your faithfulness. I'm still in your hands. This is my confidence. You've never failed me yet. I never will forget. I never will forget. Let the King of my heart be the mountain where I run, the fountain I drink from. Oh, he is my song. Let the King of my heart be the shadow where I hide, the ransom for my life. Oh, he is my song. You are good, good. Oh, you are good, good. Oh, let the King of my heart be the wind inside my sails, the anchor in my waves. Oh, he is my song. Let the King of my heart be the fire inside my veins, the echo of my days. Oh, he is my song. You are good, good. Oh, 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 you're never gonna let me down. 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 You are good, good. Oh, 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 you are good, good. Oh. Before I spoke a word, you were singing over me. You have been so, so good to me. Before I took a breath, you breathed your life in me. You have been so, so kind to me. So the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I found, leaves the 99. I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it. Still you give yourself away. away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Yeah, yeah. Your foe, still your love fought for me. You have been so, so good to me. I felt no worth, you paid it all for me. You have been so, so kind to me. Love of God, oh, it chases me down, fights till I found, leaves the 99. I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it, still you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Yeah, yeah. No shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. And all the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God, oh, it chases me down, fights till I find, leaves the 99. I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it, still you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Yeah, yeah. The chasm that lay between us, how high the mountain I could not climb. In desperation, I turned to heaven and spoke your name into the night. Then through the darkness, your loving kindness tore through the shadows of my soul. The work is finished, the end is written. Jesus Christ, my living hope. Who could imagine so great a mercy? What heart could fathom such boundless grace. The God of ages stepped down from glory to wear my sin and bear my shame. The cross is spoken, I am forgiven. The King of Kings calls me his own. Beautiful Savior, I'm yours forever. Jesus Christ, my living hope. Hallelujah, praise the God who set me free. Hallelujah, death has lost its grip on me. You have broken every chain. There's salvation in your name, Jesus Christ, my living hope. And came the morning that sealed the promise. Your buried body began to breathe. Out of the silence, the roaring lion declared the grave has no claim on me. Then came the morning that sealed the promise. Your buried body began to breathe. Out of the silence, the roaring lion declared the grave has no claim on me. Jesus, yours is a victory.